To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf is a profound, introspective novel that explores the inner lives and relationships of the Ramsay family and their acquaintances as they navigate the fleeting nature of time, memory, and human connection. The novel is structured in 3 parts, each presenting a distinct temporal and emotional shift. In the first part, titled The Window, Woolf introduces us to the Ramsay family as they vacation in their summer home on the Isle of Skye in Scotland. Mrs. Ramsay, an empathetic and nurturing figure, is the center of the household, maintaining a sense of warmth and order amidst her husband's domineering and often cold demeanor. Mr. Ramsay, an academic plagued by self-doubt and insecurity, constantly seeks validation, particularly from Mrs. Ramsay, whose gentle strength provides comfort and reassurance not only to him but also to their 8 children and various houseguests, including the struggling young painter Lily Briscoe. The family's youngest son, James, desires a trip to the nearby lighthouse, but Mr. Ramsay dismisses his wish, telling him the weather will not permit it, igniting James's deep resentment. Through Woolf's innovative use of stream-of-consciousness narrative, the reader gains access to the characters' shifting thoughts and emotions, revealing a delicate network of unspoken tensions, desires, and frustrations that shape their interactions. In the second section, Time Passes, Woolf presents a haunting meditation on mortality and the passage of time. Over the years, the Ramsay house falls into decay as the First World War devastates Europe and the personal losses of the family accumulate. Mrs. Ramsay dies unexpectedly, 2 of her children meet tragic fates, and the bonds that held the family together fray under the weight of absence and grief. In this section, Woolf's prose is infused with a sense of inexorable entropy, portraying how nature, indifferent to human life and loss, quietly reclaims the house. Time itself becomes a character, sweeping away memories, ambitions, and physical reminders of the past, leaving the house as a melancholic testament to transience and impermanence. The final section, The Lighthouse, brings the surviving family members and their friends back to the summer house a decade later. Mr. Ramsay, accompanied by James and his daughter Cam, finally undertakes the trip to the lighthouse that James had so longed for as a child. The journey signifies both a reconciliation and an emotional reckoning, as James's resentment toward his father softens into acceptance, though the lingering effects of their complicated bond remain. Meanwhile, Lily Briscoe, who has returned as a guest, reflects on her memories of Mrs. Ramsay and struggles with her art, questioning her ability to capture the essence of her lost friend and the elusive beauty that Mrs. Ramsay represented. As she attempts to complete a painting she began years earlier, Lily grapples with themes of artistic integrity, memory, and meaning. Her breakthrough at the novel's end is symbolic of Woolf's exploration of creation as a means of preserving fleeting moments, though she acknowledges that true understanding of another person remains always just out of reach. Into the Lighthouse, Woolf examines the intricacies of perception, relationships, and the subconscious, depicting life as a series of ephemeral connections, each touched by the inexorable passage of time. Through her characters' innermost thoughts and struggles, Woolf presents an intricate and layered narrative on the search for meaning, self-expression, and continuity within an ever-changing world. The novel remains one of Woolf's most celebrated works, a masterful portrayal of the delicate interplay between identity, memory, and mortality.